Okay, hello everybody. This is a demonstration. This is actually what you're seeing right now is the Corsair H105 water cooling that I have installed or had installed in my system, and these are the numbers that I was getting with it, and I had my processor overclocked at 4.7. I'm sorry, 4.8, and here I was playing Battlefield 3 just to see what kind of temperatures I was getting, kind of numbers, and Battlefield 3. It's the game that I have on my system that it's the most demanding for pretty much everything, and because I don't have any of the other Battlefield series, the current ones anyway. So I use this one to test my system, and obviously I cannot fight and operate my camera at the same time. So these are the temps, pretty decent. I'm going to do a comparison between this and the custom water block that water system that I put back in my computer, and it's close or similar. I mean, there's probably a difference of I say 10 degrees or less than that. When I at the end of this video, I installed after I installed my water system, and here's the Corsair. Now, this Corsair, the only complaint I had about it were the fans. I guess I could have just easily replaced the fans and had something less noisy than the Corsair fans. But I just decided to make that change because I had all these components just sitting there, and I kind of felt bad not using them. What I did here, the radiator, obviously you guys can see that it's painted metallic red. All I did was just took the plate off the radiator itself and spray painted it. And the same thing here with the water block. I took those screws out and I painted the inside of it, not the inside of the block itself, but the little red part that you see there in the middle. I also cleaned it up because that red substance that I was using that I got it from Coolins, all of it just skunk all over the water block itself inside the thing, and there was green stuff in there too, so I had to do a real good cleaning of this thing. Same thing with the radiator. I think on my first video you guys saw that. So once I finished doing that, what I did next was I ordered a whole new system. Well, actually, a reservoir and pump from Performance PC, and that's what I'm going to install on my computer. Also, I was thinking of getting an 1151 motherboard, but the 1155 that I have right now, the C68 ASRock Extreme 7 that I have is still really good. I mean, performance-wise, it's really good. The Sandy Bridge 2600 that I have, the numbers are still phenomenal. I mean, I have it overclock at 4.8. Right here, what I'm going to do with the board is, I guess because it's fun for me. I really don't recommend anybody trying this because you have to take the motherboard off, and there's always the chance of damaging it. But I'm really careful, and I in case something does happen, I'll just get on the 1151 board. But here, what I was planning to do is paint the plates on the heat sinks. These little plates right here, they're like triangular. They're attached with little screws on either side. So the thing is that if you have the same type of board, what you need to do is take the heat sinks off before removing the little plates. And that's the only way that you could get to them. There's no other way. Plus, you don't want to, you don't want to mess with the motherboard. So trying to move a little screw in there. So that was the plan there. Here's the Corsairs, obviously really dirty, that I have to clean up, and the wire management. Cable management that I have to do. The cables for the fan that came with the case, I'm not going to use. I was going to use separate, different type of fans with a fan controller. And here is the board without the heat sinks. There they are. Removed the little metal plates from them so I could paint. And again, this is the only way that you could do this. Here's the smaller one on the bottom right there. I'll show you the little plates that I painted. Also, it's going to be metallic red. And it came out pretty good. The only thing, and you'll see here in a little while, something that I did. I should have used the heat gun, but I'll show you what I did. This is the box that I received from Performance PC. It's holding the new water cooling stuff that I got from them. And again, my case stripped completely, except for the power supply. There's some other stuff that I wanted to do with the case. I'm going to do later on, and I'll show that in another video. Here's the end product. These are the little plates that I put back on the motherboard, or on the heat sinks, and they came out okay. I mean, they're not bad. I'll show you what I did wrong here. The thing is that they're glued. Not only are they screwed in, but they're also glued in. And I probably should have used the heat gun to remove them. I have one. I just didn't think about it. It was kind of, I guess I got lazy. So what I did was that I got a flat head, and I started like moving it around to see if I could nudge it off from the heat sink, and probably not the best thing to do. The reason why is that I dented. You guys probably could see that at a close up here. Little bits of it. Yeah, I'm trying to move it around. Yeah, I dented a little bit of it, though, especially the one on the top. And again, probably the best thing you could do is use if you're going to do something like this, is use a heat gun and just remove it. The glue will come off. So yeah, I'm pointing at it right now, right there, and a little dents. Even when I installed the motherboard back on the case, you couldn't see it because of the way it's positioned. But right here at this angle, you can see what I did wrong. And there's no other way to fix this. I guess get a hammer and bang on it. I just didn't want to mess with it anymore. But it looks good. I'm happy with the outcome of it. So as long as that it looks good, it's not that bad. I mean, not a big deal. And this is probably going to be the last stuff that I do to any of these components. The reason why that later this year I'll probably end up getting an 1151 board, or seeing what else I could get with any money that I save up. So yeah, let me move on to the box over here and show you what I got. This is what I got. I got a SwiftTech pump. I had to take apart here because all I wanted was a pump, not the little stuff, the black stuff that comes with it over here. I guess that the brackets to hold it in place inside the case. So I took it apart so I could put it onto this thing here. It's from Moon Moonson. It's a reservoir Moonson cooling. It's it's awesome looking. I mean, I love this thing just because of the anodized red color screws and the thing that holds the pump inside of it. The pump inside. You'll see here in a second. And it comes with a little manual how to install the screws and stuff like that. It also comes just to let you know, just make sure, because mine came with the what do you call it, a silver. It comes with two of them actually, the silver coils already on them, so you don't have to order them. But again, I think it's a limited edition, so they might not have it, but just keep that in mind. I got the one with the silver coils on them. It has LED lights. It has different types of lights. So you could use blue, but I was going for red. Inside of it, you could change it to white, blue. I think the other one's green, and obviously red. And the pump goes right in there. It was a simple installation, actually. It was the only thing here, I'll show you here in a second. Oh yeah, those are the controls for the LED lights. I'll show you here in a second. Here are the screws and the mounting grommets. Right here, those O-rings. There's some reviews on YouTube also. You got two options. You got the red one and the black one. I guess the difference is in size, but everyone that the reviews that I've seen on YouTube, they recommend the black one. The reason why there's a possibility of leaks with the red ones or something. So just keep that in mind. Going back to these other components here, this is a coolant's radiator. Already talked about this. Once I install this in my case, you can't see it because it's going right there. So it might have been a waste of time, but I like the way it looks and the way it came out. So I guess that's the only thing that matters. So right here, what you see are the temperatures after the installation of the custom water loop that I did. Now you can see the difference. Also playing Battlefield 3. It's not much of a difference when with temperatures. I think the ones for the Corsairs running it at 4.8, same everything. I was getting again, it was like maybe 8 degrees, 10 degrees difference. And here's the my water loop. The thing that I don't like is the XFX video card has that white logo on the bottom, so I have to do something about that. Maybe buy some like red see-through something so it could come out red instead. Here's the reservoir with the color LEDs. I don't know if you guys can see there. There's also the several coils. And here's my fan controller, which I also modded. I painted it red, metallic red. And right there on the bottom, the CM Storm logo, painted that metallic red also. And the fan controllers, I only need to do one thing, is that get more cables for the sensor, for the temperature, and for some of the fans, because the ones that I have aren't, are like cables that control 4 fans at a time, and it doesn't go well with that fan controller. Also, I had to move my hard drive and SSD on top of the reservoir, and the reason why the chance of leakage, I was just not comfortable knowing that my hard drives were on the bottom of that, so I just put them on top instead. And that's one of the great things about the Stormtrooper, that you're able to do that. Yeah, I also ordered some Corsair fans that are going to replace those Roswells, and the reason why those Roswells are about 8 years old, and one of them was about to fail, so I got some new Corsair silent red LED ones that should be getting soon. And yeah, again, look at the temperatures. They're spiking. Again, the difference is probably 8 degrees. And I was running Battlefield 3 for about 2 hours, an hour. I lost track of time. So there you go. If I make any other changes, I'll post some videos. There's a build that I did for a sister-in-law that I'm going to post soon. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.